Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Zach. If you haven't been here before, we're based out of northern New York, along the Canadian border, only about 15-minute drive to the border. With that said, the winters up here can be pretty cold and harsh. I've been snowblowing with my BX tractor for the last 3 years, and while it does do a great job, I have to bundle up like I'm going snowmobiling, which is alright, but I was ready to improve it. So what I installed was an original tractor cab. You can find them right online. All in, with the way this cab's set up, this is about $1,900, shipped to the door. I did upgrade to a glass windshield. I bought an electric wiper. The original base package is just a vinyl windshield, no wiper. They do include a free heater, which I'll show you after, but I've decided not to use it because it's such a high amp draw. I believe they need a 30 amp circuit for it, and this tractor master, the main fuse, is only 50 amps, so with the work lights and the rest of the system, I just thought it'd be too much of a draw. I haven't received it yet, but I did order a heated seat pad, which some people on the Kubota forums did recommend. I'll try that out. It's going to plug right into my 12 volt DC outlet in our toolbox. There's a little side container on the tractor. There's an outlet right there, a couple of heat settings. I believe it was like $40 maybe, so I'll try that out. I do believe being out of the wind is going to make a big difference anyways. The only other things I'm going to add to it that I had to modify from, with no cab, was I used to have forward facing lights on my ROPS, but this cab sticks out farther than those lights did, so I'm going to end up mounting a couple lights up here on the corner of each. And they're just going to be hard mounted to the cab. I'll wire them in. I'm going to make some kind of pigtails so when I take the cab off in the spring, they're just going to stay with the tractor. I don't do much night work in the summertime. In the wintertime, it seems like it's dark for most of the day. Well, it is. It's like 16 hours a day up here. So I definitely need lights because I am snow blowing in the dark, usually. But I'll show you a few key features on the cab, and you can decide if you want to go that route. I mean, there's obviously nicer cabs out there, but you can spend, I've seen like 6,000, 7,000, and below for a cab. For me, it just wasn't worth it with how I use the tractor. Maybe down the road, if this cab doesn't hold up, I can justify spending that kind of money on one, but just keep the snow off me. That's about all I use this for in the winter. So as I said, I did upgrade to a glass windshield with an electric wiper. The wiper just hardwired directly to the battery. It's got a fuse inline. It's just a single speed wiper, but I think that'll help out quite a bit. But keeping the snow off the windshield. I'm not sure if this thing's gonna fog up or not. If it does, I'll have to come up with a different solution for putting some heat on the windshield. The canopy is a hard plastic. It's not thick, but it is solid. Just mounts to the frame. A frame of the canopy, just 4 mounting screws. The rest of the clear is all just clear plastic, no other glass, but they do have enough cutouts where you still have great visibility out of the tractor. The back kind of sticks out here a bit, but gives you plenty of headroom. But all of the framework mounts to pre-existing holes on the tractor. There was no drilling. The only thing I had to really modify on the tractor at all was I had to take the 2 grab handles off on the sides. Usually they're located right here. You see one hole there and the other one's right here. That's just to give clearance for the doors to swing open and shut, but there were just 2 bolts each side. Pretty easy to get to. The doors are just a sliding mechanism. I gotta mess around with the adjustment on them. This one rides a little high, but they open like a traditional car door. Inside you got this handle, just spring loaded, keep it shut. Inside you can see there's quite a bit of room. All your controls, nothing's really too tight. They do have a cutout, which I haven't used that for the snowblower. For mine's got a manual rotation, so they do have a spot for the rod to slide through. Like I said, the wiper, just a single speed, just hardwired in. That should work fine. I mean, overall the cab is not airtight by any means, but it's definitely going to be a lot better than sitting out in the open. I didn't want it, you know, the biggest thing I wanted was hinge doors. I just didn't know was zippers, how they'd act in the winter. I do store this inside in the winter, but still with being cold and snow on it, it's not a heated area where it sits, so I was afraid they'd freeze up. Like I said, I'm gonna get a 12-volt heated seat cover. I've seen that option. I got it off eBay for about $35, and there's a 12-volt plug-in right inside this little cool compartment. I'm just gonna mount it in there. The other modification I'm gonna do is on the grill cover or radiator cover or whatever you want to call this, the metal piece that covers the battery. With this kit, I don't know if they're meant for replacement vinyl or what. They gave me a bunch of scraps anyways. I think what I'm gonna do is use this piece here, and I'm just gonna get some Velcro, and I'm gonna Velcro that over the top. I'll cut it to fit, and that'll block pretty much all the air. It'll, you know, allow some, but a lot of people say, you know, these tractors won't overheat even in the winter. I'll still allow a little bit of airflow, but that should keep some of the wind from sucking through the tractor. But overall, I think it's going to be great for wintertime. Just getting out of the wind. And sometimes it does get down to 10, 20 below. It's unusual, but it's pretty common to be single digits above, and then with some wind around here, it can be pretty cold real quick. Like I did say, I'm gonna mount some lights right on either side of that wiper arm. And I'm just gonna leave them, you know, hard mounted to the cab. And I'll just make a pigtail that I can unhook for when I'm not using it. I haven't taken this cab off yet, but from what I've seen online, you can basically take it off in one whole piece and just leave it standing upright. So installation each year should be pretty simple after that. This cab took about 2.5 hours to install. The directions are pretty good with it, and it's just simple hand tools will get the job done. I mean, I did use an impact driver on some hardware in the lowest setting just to kind of speed it along, but you could do it with simple hand tools. Maybe a half dozen tools will get the job done. Far into the video, if you'd like to see, you know, a review during the winter, I put up a lot of snow blowing videos. I don't know why. I like snow blowing. I'm kind of weird, but it is fun. It's a break from mowing in the summer. But, you know, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe down below. The channel's still growing slowly. I'm trying to get better at putting videos up. I don't video all the time, but I do like videoing, you know, reviews on projects like this. If you'd like to see how this thing works in the winter, be sure to follow along. I always put up videos, snow blowing and everything all during the winter. I'll give an honest review of it. I'm hoping it works great. Like I said, it's $1,900 or so. So I mean, it wasn't a huge investment, but it's definitely, you know, $2,000 is a good amount. Hopefully this cab will last for years. If anybody else has put one of these cabs on, it seems like they've sold quite a few for quite a few years. You know, let me know how you like it. Hopefully I'll like it as much as you do. If there's any tricks or improvements you made, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. But until next time, guys, we'll see ya.